so cute.
Cute little
adorable.
dog. Yeah. Time to talk about the weather forecast.
Yeah.
As Ozzy mentioned at the beginning of the program, it's quite frio outside. It's quite cold. Sherry Swensk has a look at the forecast and some big changes later on today.
Well, winter has returned to southern Nevada. Oh, man, was it cold with clear skies overnight. But, boy, things are changing through the afternoon for sure. Look at these morning lows with those clear skies and light winds. We were down in the 30s valley-wide and even at freezing or below Centennial Hills, South Valley neighborhoods. Teens up at Kyle and Lee Canyons this morning with 20s for Indian Springs and Red Rock. Woo, cold. Winds are going to pick up again throughout the afternoon and downright windy. With highs really way below normal, near 50 degrees for today, and mornings again in the 30s. So rain and snow all coming back with winter storm warnings, wind advisories, all of that for us again. Winter storm warnings took effect before right around noon or before noon, 10 a.m. a start for our Spring Mountains winter weather advisories for the Sheep Mountains to the north. We could see another 10 plus inches of snow. It's going to be heavy snow and strong winds through the mountains, and wind advisories for central Clark County up to Moapa County, as well as northwest Arizona. That includes Kingman, and we're looking at southeast California. Those winds start through the morning hours, and those winds, the downslope winds, could be 50 plus miles an hour. It's going to be strong tonight, especially in the evening hours. So valley showers developing, more mountain snow. It's going to be some winter traveling conditions up in the mountains. Be careful up there. And then we see the system move out by tonight. Sunshine, some clouds Friday, but the warmer 60s come back on Sunday. Even milder spring-like 70s arrive next week. It's kind of been nice to have a little taste of winter again this week.
Did you see that? Almost 76 a week from now.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
I just brought out my, my cardigans out, my coat. Now I have to put it back in there, but it's okay.
Your wardrobe's all confused.
It's all over the place. It's all right.
So given this weather, we thought we would talk about exercise, being outside, working out. Well, sometimes you want to be in the cold. It's a lot better than.
Yes.
So the question of the day, Daryl Harris. Good morning to you.
Morning.
What do we listen to when we're outside, when we're exercising, when we're running? We have a couple running stories we'll talk more about later on in the stream as well. And just for you, John, white noise or nothing is an option.
No. I could never run or work out to white noise. My goodness. But I appreciate the option. I appreciate the option.
Few options. Yeah, there's some readers coming in right now. Okay, I'm a podcast listener, but definitely music. So we'll check back in on that. Scan the QR code or go to 8newsnow.com/vote.
We got to figure out what we listen to when we work out. We'll talk about that later on, I think.
Yeah, hopefully we will. The reason why I said, I made the face when we talked about working out, exercising, was because we literally did another vote like this, and the percentage, a lot of people were saying they would rather stay inside when it's cold. So that's why.
Now we're trying to motivate people to actually work
Go
out.
outside.
We're motivating people to get outside and go to Mount Charleston, too, because of all the snow.
Oh, my goodness. So much snow, fresh powder. We actually sent our reporter next summer out there yesterday up to Mount Charleston. Several families, and wow, it's the first time I'm seeing that. That is gorgeous. That is beautiful. So please be careful if you do plan on going. I mean, you could see how dangerous it could get. Authorities there are strictly enforcing the tire chain requirements. So if you're going up there, pack your emergency bags. You never know, or have fun like the family members here. Oh, look at the snow angel. So much cute. There's a lot going on, too, at Lee Canyon. We were just talking about that, Daryl. There's a high roller rail jam happening Saturday. Everyone can go there, all ages with the family. Then we have the snowshoe camp. We also talked about that during our noon broadcast, I believe, several weeks ago. An overnight adventure featuring guided day and night hikes, cabin lodging. And then, Daryl, you also mentioned some free event for kids, right? 12 years old and under.
Yeah,
what was
there's
that one?
some get in for. There's Little Air and Style on the 21st for kids 4 through 16, and then kids under 12 generally ski free, but those who frequent the mountain know much more than I do.
You're not a skier or a snowboarder?
No,
Okay,
not
fair
yet.
enough.
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
have to, next season.
All
He
right.
thinks about it. It's process.
Love to see all the snow up there.
Absolutely.
Now back to some harder news, and we'll go overseas. We'll go over to England this morning. Former Prince Andrew was arrested. This was a rather surprising development that took place. Prince Andrew arrested outside London. Today is actually his 66th birthday. His name is Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. because he's not a royal anymore. He is suspected of misconduct in public office, accused of sharing confidential government information with Jeffrey Epstein when he worked as a British trade envoy. Of course, Jeffrey Epstein, we know, is the convicted sex offender who died in federal custody, had a lot of connections in very powerful places, including in the United States, tied to former presidents and current presidents and just people that knew him. So this is the first arrest of a major, well-known person worldwide in connection to the Jeffrey Epstein case, aside from Epstein himself, who's now dead, and Ghislaine Maxwell. This is a big step, and it's sort of shaken England this morning, the arrest of the former prince. So we'll see where the case goes from here, but he is now in police custody.
Yeah, people are saying this is unique because it centers on his role as a government official. And by stripping Andrew of his titles last year, this basically is a signal that he will no longer, the monarchy will no longer act as a shield for his personal legal problems as well.
Yeah, in fact, the king, his brother, basically said we've got to let the legal process play out this morning. So we'll see where it goes. Next year on 8 News Now, we'll revisit once again Commercial Center, and we'll talk about the new A's Stadium. Stick around.
Now with the most local news, this is 8 News Now, live local now.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It is Thursday. We are almost to Friday. I'm Ozzy Mora here at 10 in the morning.
I'm John Langler, and it's still 10 in the morning. Actually, it's 10:13 to be precise. Okay. Timelines.
Of course, it's you. Okay, go ahead.
Back to the news and back to the snow, and a horrible story up north. This is near Lake Tahoe, Ozzy. The search now for just one remaining missing skier.
Yeah, we told you about this yesterday, developing here. Just very, very sad, devastating. Search teams have recovered, like you said, 8 bodies following Tuesday's massive avalanche near Lake Tahoe, making it the deadliest in the U.S. for basically nearly 50 years, long time. So one person, like John mentioned, remains missing, as recovery efforts are actually hampered today. 60-mile-per-hour winds, okay? I told you yesterday, the conditions out there are brutal, no joke. But there are questions mounting right now as to why the guided group, because they did have a guide with them, There was about 11 to 15 continued their backcountry trek despite a high avalanche warning, which was issued 2 days into when they got up there. So they're wondering, like, why still go with having the guide, knowing that backcountry, and I told you yesterday as well, means uncontrolled. So no ski patrol, no trails. And Mother Nature, you can't play with Mother Nature. So the victims were found within a relatively small area, according to authorities, all wearing avalanche beacons. But the sheer volume of snow and just the winds just made it impossible for rescue crews to get out there. So again, at first, the missing skier now is presumed, according to officials, dead, and the mission has officially shifted to a recovery operation, but this is all according to authorities.
Just a sad situation out there. You
Sad.
mentioned how, rugged it is out there. There's a reason. There's an appeal for some people to be in those conditions, to be in the backcountry. They were going to spend 3 days there, this group with the tour guides and everything else, the mountain guides. And sometimes Mother Nature, this can happen. But you mentioned the questions being asked about why they were out there given the avalanche watch. Those are questions that still need answers at this point. So we'll see what happens, and they'll hopefully find the remaining body out in the wilderness there. Back here in Southern Nevada, an update on Commercial Center. We've talked about it several times.
Yeah.
Of course, the historic Commercial Center, which I don't think started as historic. It probably started as brand new, but now it's historic because it's been around since the 1960s. Yesterday, the Clark County Redevelopment Agency, basically the Clark County Commissioners, talked about what's next for this project. Commissioner Tick Segerblum is driving things there. This meeting was interesting because the last redevelopment agency meeting back in August, Commissioner Segerblum's fellow commissioners were a little skeptical of what was going on. They wanted more answers for some of their questions of how the money was going to be spent, what is going to happen with permitting and planning, just a little more detail. That was what the commissioner tried to propose and provide yesterday, and to some extent he did do that, talking about the demolition that's already underway on one of the buildings. Another demolition is planned later. One of the interesting things, though, is the businesses that have been affected by this. Now, the idea is that this is going to support businesses from county officials, but some say they've essentially lost their home and now they're out of luck. And they've been asking for some answers. We heard from one of them at the meeting yesterday.
The county just is not doing a good job of protecting the small businesses. We've lost a lot of art businesses, art galleries. Now they're paying lip service to a community center, a cultural center in the future.
That's the idea from Clark County, and Commissioner Segerblum is turning that empty lot where that building used to be into museums and art complexes and creating this very diverse and interesting complex. But this is maybe, for at least supporters, the cost of that kind of business is you've got to take out the old and bring in the new.
Yeah, Clark County commissioners were also saying that they plan to talk about more of the remaining historic structures in the spring.
Yeah.
Right?
The reason that this was taken down, they would say, is there was asbestos in the building, and that's a health hazard, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're trying to find a way to mix the old with the new, and we'll see where it goes from here. It's a lot of money being spent on this.
Yeah, and a lot of people are also saying, this is finally a way to revitalize Sahara and Maryland Parkway corridor. So a lot of things going on with this.
As long as the Colombian bakery sticks around, I'm good with that.
That's all that
The
matters.
empanadas are amazing. Okay.
All right, let's bring it back here to the A's Stadium. Wow, it's getting. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the A's Stadium. They're meeting today.
They are meeting.
Yeah.
The Stadium Authority Board is meeting today. There's so much progress has been made
Yeah.
on the building down at the south end of the Las Vegas Strip. But the question is, what's going to happen with seats? What's going to happen with season tickets once the complex opens in a couple of years? Daryl's here to talk a little bit more about the Stadium Authority meeting and the controversial topic of PCLs.
Yes. Yes.
Or,
PSS.
no, is it PSLs?
PSL.
PSL,
yeah.
sorry.
Personal seat licenses.
PSLC, yes.
There you go.
That might be
Personal
the-
chair license.
Might as well be. Because remember, this won't just be a baseball stadium. This will be a venue for other events and concerts and you name it coming to Las Vegas on the Strip. So attendees and folks who purchase PSLs have first dibs on all of those events. Same thing happened at Allegiant Stadium during its planning and construction process. Ron Futrell and I previewed the meeting a little bit yesterday on Sports Wrap Daily. This was a tour site given to, I think, Chris Matthews last month or so. So every day they're chipping away at the stadium, but now they're seeing who's interested in beyond season ticket holders. owning a seat essentially in the venue.
Well, but PSLs have been controversial for a while, even before this and Allegiant. I remember when they built the new football stadium out of New York City or in the New York area for the Giants and for the Jets, the PSLs and the costs and that extra license, that extra fee attached to being a season ticket holder is sort of a different way to try and maybe get more money out of consumers.
Yeah, all this before anything's being played. And those have renewal fees. So it's like you're almost paying for those when nothing's happening. But also you get the luxury of whatever's coming to town, I'm there. So, hey, it's the price of owning a seat at a fantastic ballpark.
Yeah. I know some of you are going to be like, how do you not know this? But can you just explain a little bit PSL, like what that means for someone that's not knowledgeable with this?
Personal seat license, it's they'll have 30,000 seats or so in this venue. So a portion of them can be dedicated to an individual. So say you have tickets for the whole season. Got it. That could be your seat beyond the season, not just the A's. And
okay. I could see. Okay.
Same at the Legion. So when the concerts come through, you're included on the sales and distribution lists, but it's reserved for those who have the means to do so.
It's quite literally above our pay grade. I think all three of us.
I shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, no,
I take it back now.
I think I'm more confused now. I know I am. Thank you, Daryl. We appreciate it. It is definitely a controversial topic, to be sure.
All right, we'll be right back. We'll talk about the Strat and a little bit more for you. We'll be right back.
Now with the most local news, this is 8 News Now, live local now.
It's the mighty and powerful 8 News Now at 10 here on the streaming channel. It's John, it's Ozzy, and also we're on www.youtube.com. Let's revisit our question of the day, and we're going to talk about why we brought up this question in a second here. Daryl with our question of the day. What do we listen to while working out?
Yes, and those are your results. We're not surprised, are we, to see music in front? But, I didn't put TV shows. Some people like to pop the phone up while they're on the treadmill or on the bike and stuff like that. Yep, Ozzy's got her hand in the sky. So maybe I'll replace white noise.
Yeah,
I'm all about a good thriller when I'm working out. Good scary movie.
While you're working out, you'll watch
it gets me going. I'm like, run for my life.
Okay.
It's a good workout.
You might need it this weekend.
I didn't think about that. Well, what do you listen to, Daryl?
I'll go music or podcast.
Okay.
Music or podcast.
I'm the
yeah.
same. It depends on how you're feeling, right? So sometimes
Yes.
it'll be a podcast. I have been watching the Olympics on my phone from time to
Okay.
time, and sometimes it's old school 90s hip hop. I
Love
know
it.
that would probably shock people who know me, but every once in a while, I just want to listen to like, I don't know, Wu-Tang when I'm lifting something.
Everyone behind the scenes are like,
No, they're like, does he even know how to spell that?
yeah, what?
Anyway, thank you for having your say as we talk about working out. And there's a reason we're bringing this up because there's two big events this weekend here in town that'll get people all sweaty and fired up.
All fired up. So, Scale the Strat. That one's happening this Sunday.
Well, first, let's talk about the
22nd.
Rock and Roll Marathon
I
series
thought it
that's
was
in
Scale
town.
the Strat first, no?
I believe we're doing the Rock and Roll
Oh, yeah,
Marathon
sorry.
series first. So they have two races
Yeah.
this weekend, Rock and Roll Marathon. You've got the 5K downtown on Saturday, but the big one's on Sunday. That's the half marathon up and down the strip,
Right.
which has been around for years and years now. Such an incredible event. It's easy because at least the strip is flat, so there's no hills
Right.
to run on, but there's music playing. It's always such a fun event. I used to live near the course, so you could hear the music into the wee hours of the night as people are running up and down Las Vegas Boulevard. So they shut down the strip. So it's going to be shut down most of Sunday evening for this race. But it's always a huge event. Thousands take part.
Yeah, if you're not participating, you can watch as well, from my understanding. I know like several closed off closures as well, but from what I was reading and people I've spoken to, they said you could watch. If
Yeah,
you
of
don't,
course.
Support them.
Yeah, I've done that. I remember
Yeah.
I walked from my old apartment on Las Vegas Boulevard, near Las Vegas
Yeah.
Boulevard downtown to this course, watched them run. I had some friends that were
Yeah.
running in, and then I walked back home and went back to
You
sleep.
get inspired.
Yeah.
You get inspired too, and they're like, it's okay.
It's a great event, and again, they'll shut down the strip from basically down at Mandalay Bay
Yeah.
all the way up to downtown. The course goes the whole basically 13 miles of Las Vegas Boulevard on Sunday. So we've used to this now. This has been going on for some time. So just avoid the strip if you're not in the race on Sunday night.
So from like Sahara to like Russell.
No,
there?
it
No?
goes from basically Russell all the way up to downtown, like all the
Got
way
it.
to Fremont Street. That's
Okay.
the whole. It's pretty much the whole strip. So.
I know some of our reporters who have participated in this. I think David Charnes
yeah.
participated in this. There was another one of our reporters that participated, but it's a great
Yeah.
event to be a part of.
And it comes in conjunction with Scale the Strat.
Now it's Scale the Strat.
Now
Now
it's
you have
Scale
my
the Strat.
back. Now
Yeah,
you
I
have
got
my
you.
back.
I always got your back.
Whatever. All right, Scale the Strat. So that's happening Sunday, February 22nd. So we also told them about this, how there was like a practice climb.
Okay.
Remember,
yeah.
I think- remember it was like 2 weeks
Cashman
ago?
Center. Yeah.
Yeah, they were practicing to scale the Strat. So this is all for a great cause. The proceeds go toward the American Lung Association's Fight for Air campaign. It's a grueling 1,455 steps. You can see firefighters participating from Clark County. But the view to the top is rewarding, and also it's rewarding that you get to give back. You get to be part of something amazing. You get to meet wonderful people. I mean, they look a little tired, but
Well, wouldn't you?
yes, I would pass out, but you train for this, right? I hope you would train for this because this is hard. This is really, really hard. There is a $200 fundraising minimum to join this, I believe. So hopefully there's a great turnout for
Yeah,
this.
it's always for a great cause, and
Yeah.
this will be Sunday morning, so you can Scale the Strat, rest up through the afternoon, and then go run in the half marathon for the Rock and Roll
Oh my
Marathon.
goodness, talk about being sore.
Yeah, so a little maybe that also is above our pay grade.
But again, it's all for a great cause.
Yeah, in the 17th year for Scale the Strat, which is
Oh,
fantastic.
Have you ever participated?
I have not done Scale
Okay.
the Strat, but you know who has?
Who?
Nathan Tannenbaum.
Real? Wow.
Yeah, with his bow tie and his
Good
flannel,
for
the whole deal.
him.
Yeah, he's
Good
done it a
for
couple of times.
him.
So, yeah, love that. That'll do it for us this morning here on 8 News Now at 10. We thank you so much for watching, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
We'll see you soon. Bye.